Let's go.
Let's get it. Nice. Jeffrey, on one of these sets, get his back position. His low back. So that could have been a question right there, because you guys are watching this. Yeah. Attention to the form. There's not a huge arch, and so all you guys going into the gym, my belief is get rid of that arch. You guys are so arched up.
They're telling you to get rid of it, Mike. Are they telling you to get rid of it?
I don't think you should arch that much.
Right.
Like the powerlifting meet where they move the bar 1 inch.
Oh, where they're like that.
Yeah, it's just like I don't see the benefit. In a meet, I see the benefit.
Yeah.
But if you're training 24/7 like that all year long, I don't see the benefit.
No, that's not for growth, right? That's just for the power to move the weight. Yeah, that's not for any type of development, right? You gotta anchor in there you gotta anchor in there. And
when you do back and chest like this, because I think they understand you're closing in on the biggest show in the world. Do you always do 2 body parts like this, or does it come? Because when we've trained together, it was one when it was off season.
Yeah.
And now that it's showtime, it's 2 body parts.
Yeah. Showtime's 2 body parts. I try to definitely hit 2 to 3 body parts. Every body part 2 to 3 times a week. Right? Every body part 2 to 3 times a week to add to the strength, muscle endurance, and the calorie burn. So
the belief of if you're a bodybuilder, lift more weights instead of doing so much cardio. I'm asking. I know you're still going to do cardio.
Yeah.
Because the level that you have to go to, you need everything in Batman's belt. You got all the tools at this point, right?
In the toolbox, yeah.
But if you're doing 2 body parts 3 times a week in the off season, when you're trying to grow, that's not going to help you when you're trying to get ready for a show.
No. If the idea of, man, try to cut down on that cardio as much as possible by training and getting the cardio in while we're lifting weights and while we're building muscle, because the best place to lose weight anyway, right, and to get shredded is through building muscle. So utilize the weights to do it. Low rest periods, drop sets, supersets, rest pause sets, 2 body parts in a training session. Yeah, cut down on the cardio, because look, in the cardio we're not building any muscle. We're just tapping, especially how low I have to come. We're tapping into muscle eventually. So I might as well try to preserve as much as possible and keep the density in the muscle, right, with the training. You're not going to build any density with cardio. No density with cardio. So
and he's talking off season to contest. What do you want on?
Let's go with another. Let's go off and then a plate. 3 plates. Here we go. Yep.
Let's get it.
Plate time. I'm gonna anchor it.
Anchor it in.
Yeah, I'm gonna
put a seatbelt on.
Yeah, I'm gonna belt up. Belt up here. Strap up. Put myself in the jet. Get ready to fly.
Let's go, Pat. Let's go.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Nice. Oh yeah. Question for you. How much you want on after this?
We're gonna go 3 1/4.
I like it. Yeah. I'm assuming that you've learned a lot through the years and how to do nutrition for you better, how to recover better, how to train better, a rep range that works for you. because not only do you have to do this at the highest level, you're not 20. So there's a side note to this of continuing to be able to peak as you age.
Absolutely. Wow. Yeah, that's very important.
I don't think they get that, because every 20-year-old that's watching you right now, there's no comprehension of owies.
Right.
You're 20. You can go run off a cliff, you sprain your ankle, you're up playing basketball the next day. You're good. We've all done. We were all that age.
I was there.
So
I was trying to be there even in my 30s. Shit.
So you started without that knowledge.
Yeah.
What's your recommendation to where social media right now is leaning towards everything has to be science-based, every program has to be science-based, everything has to be, why are you eating that way? It's not science-based. The rep range you just did, just letting you know, that's not science-based. That's Breon science.
Right.
That's something that works for you.
Right.
How'd you get to that level and not have that level at the very start?
Yeah, that just comes with the continual training, day in and day out, learning, you know, how much strength you have in what moments, learning, you know, keeping a close eye on the changes that your body can make, versus the styles. You have to, you got to put in the time, you know, to learn this thing, and for your body to be learned.
Is it okay for them to start without knowing everything?
Absolutely.
Isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Everything doesn't have to be.
We still don't know everything. I still don't know everything now. Still don't know every damn thing now. So yeah, start without knowing everything. Damn near jump into that shit.
Get this.
Come on.
Can we pop you out?
We go 3 1/4 already. We got a quarter over there.
3 1/4.
We're set.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Yep.
Nice.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
It looks so dense.
Ooh.
There was a meme that I loved, and just a typical term. It says, an expert continues to learn where a beginner knows everything. And that's what seems like social media is leaning towards. And I want to keep bringing in you guys that are, you're not a one-hit wonder.
Right.
You know?
Right.
But they look at you and they go, well, you're genetically gifted. You can do whatever and it's still going to work for you. When that's not, we don't know that at 16.
Right.
When we're training.
Right. We need some time to development and to kind of to crystallize the body, to see what it's made of. To see what it can do for us, what it can look like with some consistency.
How old were you? How old were you
first started?
when you go, it's athletics or it's bodybuilding? How old were you then?
Shit. Well, I stopped athletics in my early 20s, 22, 23, when it was a reality that I wasn't going to be playing NFL football anymore.
That's when it stopped.
Yeah, that's when it stopped. That's when the athletics stopped.
When did you want it? When did you want to be a ball player?
Oh, age 7. 7 years old, 7, 8 when I started Pop Warner football. You know, all of us that's the dream, right? As a youngster, we want to be in the NFL. And that was it, the end all be all for me until I was early 20s, 22, 23.
It's 15 years later.
Yeah.
It's 15 years later that you realize, okay, maybe not. But it was 15 years of chasing that and learning how to do with that. And then bodybuilding picked up. And again,
And then
now it's years, decades later, and you're still here, and today's your birthday.
Yes,
It's your birthday
to me.
today. But you're still, I want these kids to see you and these others that are still here today at the pinnacle. No, we're not in it. Pinnacle of this world. We travel the world. We were just in Dubai together last week, talking and meeting fans because of the fact that we're still in it. And we didn't know at 7 or 8 what the future holds.
What it had to offer.
Didn't know we were genetically gifted. Didn't know how to eat. Didn't know how to train.
Right.
We just wanted it and willing to put in the work.
Yeah.
And at some point, I'm glad you read every single book and watched every little podcast and every little how to do book. You gotta put the work in.
Yeah.
And you gotta believe in yourself.
And you just said, those are the main ingredients right there. You have to want it and you have to be willing to put the work in. Just develop a passion for it and you'll be A-okay with what it's gonna take over some years and over some longevity. You'll be A-okay with starting there in here with the willingness to want to and the willingness to have things be non-negotiable. Here we go.
3.5 or 4?
We have 3.5 on here now?
3.5.
Let's go another quarter.